انا عايز اللي هنا ده. تعالى لي بس من الناحيه الثانيه كده.
Danger athletes representing Uganda, Cairo. Representing Kenya, Eunice Olo. Representing Australia, Natasha Price. Representing India, Nadia Muniastayan. Representing Taipei, we have Yaswanin. Representing Ireland, Nia Buckley. Representing Japan, Hiroko Yu. Representing Azerbaijan, Zara Dashova. Representing Russia, Larissa Borina. Representing Chile, Megadeth Fernanda Garces Gardenas. Ladies and gentlemen, your athletes for the women's 61 kilogram category, Group C.
Where are you now? Are you in the weighing room? No. So you had Lillian and...
Now let's welcome our referees for the women's 61 kilogram category, Group C. Let's welcome our technical officials.
So very good morning. It is day 7 in Cairo at the new administrative capital, World Paralifting Championships, and we're on to the women's 61 kilo final. We have 3 groups in this. Introduced to the athletes and introduced now to our referees, who are emerging now from the depths of this new capital indoor hall, which the other week was staging the handball World Championships at club level, and Barcelona won it. So our referees for this, Pascaline and Aaron Zaki of Greece. Left side referee, Ayman Galal Hassan of Egypt. The right side referee from Finland, Jari Laine. The technical controller for this final, Natalia Sky of Kazakhstan. Technical delegate for this part of the competition is Zita Gyurko. And our video review officials watching from elsewhere in the stadium, they'll be unleashed if there's an appeal. Assam Al-Zubi, Jordan. Luis Leche of Brazil, Leslie Velasco of Mexico. So those are the officials for Group C. And Group B officials being selected right now. And this is who they are: Priyanuk Enakate of Thailand, Asan Abassi of Iran, he'll be the left side referee, and Courtney Pascoe of Australia will be the right side referee. And on video review for that will again be Luis Leche of Brazil, Leslie Velasco of Mexico, and Mohamed Mahdi of Egypt. So all set for another day of action then. It is approaching 9 a.m. in Cairo, and it's approaching 9 a.m. here. Later on today, the men's 49 kilo final, that'll be underway at 1:45, so in a little under 5 hours time, and the women's 67 kilo final at 5. Day 5 of the elite action here, and going through the various people of importance, mainly them. We're going to be starting with 52, Uganda, Janet Nakaobyo, and all the way in this group to Larissa Berieva of Russia. She's back at 88. We have not got a gift for you this morning because Gift Chola unfortunately does not start. That reduces the field somewhat, but still we have 3 groups for you. I'm pretty sure we've got 3 groups for you for pretty much the rest of the competition all the way through. And Naidek Gar says also she's now elected to go for 90, so she should be coming up at the end of the opening round of this group, and the various record holders as well. Onyechi Mark for Nigeria, Malia Perez 134, Mariana D'Andrea still holds the next gen record. And Kui Janjan for Asia. So all the greats are showing up here, I'll tell you, this morning. Various champions of note, past winners, future winners, record breakers, the occasional gladiator, they're all here this morning.
Yeah, I only got one question, so is that all you got? You go big or stronger, you push harder, is that all you got? You climb higher, faster, so is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in, no resting, is that all you got? So you a victor, I only got one question, so is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now, so is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
So away we go then.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for some powerlifting? For first attempt, representing the Pearl of Africa, Uganda, Janet Nakaobyo. Osola.
So now it is an international debut to kick off the morning action here for Uganda, Janet Nakaobyo. So everything she's going for here will be a lifetime best attempt, and well, best wishes, of course. And she's going for 52 here. They have a nice sized team here, which is always good and gratifying to see. A lot of the African nations, particularly sub-Saharan, especially sub-Saharan, have got larger teams than usual here. Likes of Egypt, who are not sub-Saharan, always have a large team, and that's growing all the time as well. And very good for Nakayopyo. She gets a successful lift to begin this morning excellently. And that has her underway, and with a lifetime best in competition, 52, that's the way to do it. Very nicely polished off by her. So a cracking way to begin. That Uganda, and now coming up, it is Kenya. And a woman who's only competed internationally twice before, but with a good bit of success, Eunice Olo, because in this venue she picked up a bronze medal in the Cairo World Cup 2 years ago, and she lifted 67 at that. She finished behind Fatma Elian and Vansa Golodava, and prior to that, and this was really good, in Bogota she finished 4th in the America's Open Championship. Bogota 61 kilo final. Malia Perez won that. Decent selection, good chance here, going for 60, which is 7 below the lifetime best that she set in this stadium. So 60 it is, and Kennedy, the coach, on stage with her. So that's the lift for 60 for her. And that is also a good lift. And she can go higher. She's lifted higher than that in competition. That's a nice, proper, solid start from her point of view, which is what you'd want. Start high, but not too high. She got it. Now, greetings to Natasha Price. It's her international debut, and in the Nationals at Gold Coast back in July, she lifted 61. And she's hoping this will be the start of a busy career. She has been a wheelchair athlete. She was T54 on the track, marathons at national level. Majorly successful at CrossFit. There is sport in the family as well. Based at Gold Coast for 20 years. Went up to 68 at the Nationals. She is the Australian national champion now. And a good opportunity to take a bit of time. Originally from Hereford in England. So 63 for Natasha Price. So it's a bit below what she's done before, so this is manageable and gettable. 2-1. Natasha Price gets it. And this counts as a new Oceania record, breaking the mark of Janelle Mounds 5 years ago in Belize. It's an official Oceania record. It's not a lifetime best, and she can go higher than that, but in international competition, she's completely nailed that. Superb. Natasha Price leads for Australia. Well, great start to the competition so far. Now let's see if you can continue as part of the big contingent from India here. It is an international debut for Natya Maniasamy from Chennai. So 68 her target here, and again this would be a lifetime best attempt. So 68 it is. There we go. Well, they had huge national championships at Delhi. Around the JLN Stadium, which has been a busy old place the last few weeks in Parasport, because that's where the World Para Athletics were held, and the Powerlifting Nationals as well in the indoor stadium next door. Fabulously done, good and confident, and India are away.
The bar is now for her first attempt, representing Chinese Taipei, Yaswan Lin.
So we move on. Lin Ya-Swan, most recently competing at the Beijing World Cup, where she finished 6th and she lifted 96. Asian Games bronze, Asia Oceania silver. Good results down through the years, particularly at a continental level. And this is her 8th World Championship. It is her 14th Global Champs. Seventh at the Paris Paralympics. Which is where she finished 3 years earlier. Her best world's result in 2017 when she finished 4th. This is for 74, which pitches her in this Group C. Solid lift. Not a good one though. It's the stop sequence. The press was fine, and it's the two side referees who voted that down, and that is the first miss of the morning. Didn't get it. So now for Ireland, it is the new world champion in next gen, Niamh Buckley. Terrific competition that she had last week now. At 61. Had won silver previously in Dubai, but lifted a lifetime best of 77 to claim the world crown. Dad Tig on stage with her. Mother Alien in the front row, so 74. Solid enough place for her to start. 3 kilos below last week's lifetime best. Good lift, 2-1 in her favour. Niamh Buckley for Ireland. That has her on top. Decent lift. It was 2-1 in her favour. Left side referee didn't give it, but all okay otherwise. And that will happily do for her for now. All fine, good and solid, under control, a lot of happiness. That has her first mark in this World Championship final. In the elites, those who are still in the juniors, the next gens, the rookies, they're the ones who get to compete twice, as always has been the case at these Worlds. So now let's go to Hiroko Kiryu of Japan. She's 42. Claimed the Challenge Cup in Kyoto in June, lifted 73 at that, and 77 in the National Championships in Hachioji City in March. 21st of the last World Championships. She lifted 68 there, so definitely opportunities to add onto that here. So Kiryu going for 75, which is good and high, and 2 below her lifetime best for March. There she got it. Well, 2 athletes with 77 as lifetime bests have gone just under that there. Niamh Buckley first for Ireland and Hiroko Kiryu for Japan. Yeah, it was 21st she finished 2 years ago at the previous World Championships, and 7th in the Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek in Korea, and actually 4th late December 22. Decent lifting so far, just the one miss. And we are off to Azerbaijan next. Anjara Dadashova. Second in the World Cup in Tbilisi, where she lifted 80. And in the most recent World Championships, she finished in 20th spot. World Junior Bronze in 2021, and followed that up gloriously with a bronze medal at the Europeans in actually the same venue, the same auditorium in Tbilisi. They've been busy there. It's easy enough to get to from her point of view anyway. So can she improve on 20th from the last Worlds? 82 is very high from her point of view. She's got it! Dadashova makes it work, and that's a lifetime best, 80, in claiming that previous lifetime best in Tbilisi in May. So that has her climbing up the table nicely. 82 adds 2 onto it.
The bar is now loaded for her first attempt representing Chile. Nayade Fernanda Garces Cardenas.
Decent lifting, and on we go. Nayade Garces for Chile, who finished 4th in Santiago at the World Cup there back in August, behind Camila Campos, Lara da Silva and Nara Gomes de Cruz. 4th, okay, lifted 94 there. Had finished 8th in Tbilisi at last year's World Cup. Decent record, continentally speaking. The America's bronze medalist 3 years ago in St. Louis. Every little helps. This is 87.
1 minute remaining.
She actually lifted 92 for that 8th spot in Tbilisi last year. So she's starting a little bit down on that. Even starting lower than she started there, but manageable, probably. Been successful in the World Cup circuit as well lately. Silver in Veracruz in the World Cup. That's successful here as well. And Garces for Chile gets 87. She won the International in Rancagua a couple of years ago in the run-up to finishing 4th at the Pan Ams. And then silver at Acapulco in the World Cup last year. So a run of really good results of late for Garces, including that 4th in Santiago lately.
The bar is now loaded for her first attempt representing Russia.
So want to go in this opening round. And it's for Russia. Larissa Beryeva, who we've been seeing on the international stage going back almost 15 years in the old Corsican tournament. The last time we saw her, she finished 9th in the World Championships in Tbilisi in 2021 when she lifted 82. That was in the 50 kilo final. So she's gone up a bit since then. European bronze, going back to 2013. That was in Alexin in Russia. So, can she get a top 10 finish again in the world here. She's done it twice before. Good start. Good lift. Larissa Berieva, who won Eger World Cup gold in 2019, and her sister Keda Berieva, you probably, well, you may well remember, won bronze at the World Championships a few years back. Graduate in PE and sport in the Siberian State University. She's back in the big time. Berieva, very good lift. So that's the first round done. One miss and one miss only, and that was Lin Ya Huzan of Chinese Taipei. Nakayomo looking for another lifetime best then. She cleared 52 in the opening round, and this is for 54. So nice improvement, potentially. It's another lifetime best attempt. 52 before, 54 now. Got it! 3 out of 3. Good work. Janet Nakayubyo clears 54. Decent lift, and that is a really good morning for us so far. There are a couple in the Legends competition as well, which we'll tell you about in a moment. This has been a very good morning to date for Janet Nakayobyo and her international debut. Next up then, Eunice Olo for Kenya. So 60 already. She's had good experience with that bronze in this stadium 2 years ago in the World Cup. Well, I think that 4th place spot at the America's Open in Bogota, very, very impressive. And that returns again next year in Santiago. It's an open competition for those not from the Americas. Oh, it's no lift this time. It's 2 and against on the press sequence. Now the right side referee gave that, which is the angle that we're watching from. And the other angles, not so much. 64 that was elevating a bit towards a lifetime best there. So now here comes Natasha Price of Australia, 63. First of all, for a new Oceania record, this now 65 for the same. Well, she's been excelling in various sports, and now this. So aiming for another Oceanic record. So can she make another Oceania record happen here? She sure can. 2-1 in her favour. She's done it again. Natasha Price, a second Oceania record of the morning. And that helps in the total lift as well, by the way. And she's in the Legends category. And she leads that. Lin Yaozan also in that. Excellent going, great lifting for her. As we go to India. Natya Muniasamy. So aiming here for 68, which again the woman from Chennai is aiming for a lifetime best. So 70 here. So Muniasamy gets another good lift. Wow, she's progressing really well now. So that's 2 lifetime bests. She takes the lead 2 in the total lift at the moment over Natasha Price. But it's round 2, it's Group C, it's early days. We've still got a long, long way to go in that. So now, having finished 9th lately in Beijing, she'll be seeking to pick up her form after that recent World Cup campaign, and also the fact that she missed in the opening round here. Going here for 74 again, which she missed in the opening round. So this to take the lead above Natasha Price in the Legends competition, because there's Additional set of medals there. From Taiching. So an impeccable long-term record, really. Bronze in the Asian Games in 2014 when they were in Incheon. Fourth at the Asia Oceania Championships when they were in Kitakyushu in Japan in 2018. And before that, bronze. 2015, silver in 05. Nice career, looking to improve it now. So now looking to get an even press going. Got it. Good lift. 2-1 in her favour. The vote down from the right side referee, which is the same angle as me, and it looked like she was leading with the left. From this angle, other two angles, perfect. And she gets it. And that means everybody is off the mark, and that's good news for everybody.
The bar is now loaded. For her second attempt representing Ireland, Lee Buckley.
Well, so far so good for everybody, and let's see if that's going to be the case for the next gen world champion for Ireland, Niamh Buckley, as she goes for a new lifetime best attempt by one of 78. Has a new coach, James O'Connell in Tralee, a former powerlifting world champ in the IDFPA circuits. He knows his stuff, and so does she. So world crowns abounding for her lately. By the way, congratulations Orla Comerford. 2 golds in the Para Athletics World Championships a couple of weeks ago in Delhi, and Ireland's Sportswoman of the Month for September announced yesterday. That's not para sportsperson, that's sportsperson, full stop, in the entire nation. Congrats. And this woman might get a vote or two for October. From Bally Desmond in Cork, Kerry border. Still doing a bit of the wheelchair basketball as well, and attending MTU, University in Tralee. All set, 78 here. Well, up that goes. Got it! 3 white lights, lifetime best. Superb! It's a very, very good morning for her in Cairo, and she can move on. That was a very nice lift. Yeah, it was silver in the Next Gen Worlds 2 years ago. She's the champ now, and lifetime best achieved. So let's see what Kiryu Hiroko can do, going for 78. .75 in the opening round. It's broken through in the last Paralympic cycle, her second World Championships. So 21st in the world's last time. And she keeps getting lifts in, a chance to burst forward. and do the same or better here. So 78 for Kiryu. For a nice high effort for her. It's knocking around her lifetime best. Yep, got it. So that's 78 for her as well, and just the left side referee voting her down in this instance. And by 1 kilo, that's a lifetime best. That's her and Buckley adding 1 to the lifetime best in the past couple of minutes. Quality lifting there. So hardly a miss so far, hardly a miss. So let's move on then to Azerbaijan. And Zara Dadashova, 82 achieved, going for 86 now. The European bronze medalist and World Junior bronze medalist. Not that long ago, both in Tbilisi. Gone past the lifetime best already, this is for 86. Right, so she's got the lift, she pressed it. Just wondering about that stop sequence, is that okay? No lift, stop sequence, all 3 refs. Barely any contact at all, I'm afraid. With the naked eye, hardly any. So out she comes. That's not going to tell the story. Gets the press, that's fine. The story is here. Yeah. Hardly a brush. That won't count. Have to go back, try some more. Naida Garces then for Chile. 87 done. Going here for 90 now. The America's bronze medalist in St. Louis. And it will be Santiago where they all meet again. Next year for the next edition of the America's Championship. And then in 2028, as it goes every 2 years, at the moment it's down to be in Panama. Sounds great. Silver in Acapulco last year in the World Cup. Silver in Veracruz, gold in Rancagua. 4th in Santiago of late, so some really good encouraging World Cup results. She is in Group C here. But still, most people have got their lifts in, only 3 misses. A chance for her to get really engaged. It's a struggle, all right, but Garces has got that raised up to 90. And that is a good lift for Garces. 90 in Cairo at the World Championships. 94 she's gone up to in her most recent competition in Santiago. So she can go higher and probably will aim to go higher.
The bar is now loaded for her second attempt representing Russia, Larissa Berieva.
So we've had 2 misses in this round from Eunice Olu and from Zara Dadashova, but they've both already got marks on the board. So it's Larissa Berieva next, who had that success at the Europeans in 2013 and winning the bronze, and she's been a winner in the World Cup circuit, Eger, back in 2019. That was a nice tidy little World Cup when it was on. Good venue, north of Hungary. .92, Berieva, aiming for more. And Berieva gets it, 3 white lights. And that puts her out in front. That helps a lot in terms of the total lift too, I would say. That's been working out really well. So Berieva leads on 92, Garces second on 90. Dadashova still third on 82 despite the miss. As we go to the third and final round. .56, Janet Nakiyobyo for Uganda. This to get all her marks in, and that would be really good indeed for a big debutante. Nakayobyo, oh, doesn't get it this time. It's 2-1 against. It's the press sequence. So it looked good to the left side referee, but not to the other two. She doesn't get it, and that's not the clean sweep, but she does hit 2 lifetime bests today. And that for her is a very good achievement unlocked. Unisolo with coach on stage, Kennedy. Head coach now, Samson Akuto, watching in the back. Samson is quite an appropriate name for a powerlifting coach. 65 then, and missed 64 in the previous round. Olo, no lift, I'm afraid. Press sequence didn't work out. All three referees giving the knock. Lacking control, unfortunately. Yeah, no luck, I'm afraid. So now, 2 Oceania records already. And aiming for a third, Natasha Price. Well, she's having a great campaign so far. And this can certainly add to it. She's been riding high in terms of CrossFit as well. Top 4 in Australia and beyond in that. Actually the 4th fittest on earth in 2024. If you don't mind. Still holds the Queensland record in the T54 100, 400 meters. Decent sprinting that. Tell you what, the Australian team the other week in Delhi, sensational. 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds making finals, winning medals. And Natasha Price looking to do the same in the Legends. So, Natasha Price gets another Oceania record. 3 white lights. Absolutely fantastic. Three white lights and she's absolutely swept the boards this morning. Natasha Price, absolutely fantastic. And based on the Gold Coast these days, winding away on stage, originally from Hereford. Fabulous lift, did wonderfully, and that was just great. And so chatting as well with her beforehand, Hereford, ever go and see them play? And I said, oh yeah, my dad used to play for them. Hereford United, oh, that's not bad. Chris Price, played for Hereford for a long time, that's good, went to Blackburn, went to Aston Villa. That Villa team under Graham Taylor were brilliant in 1990. There was Platty there, I think David Spink was still there. Gordon Cowans, not sure if Dalian Atkinson was still there. That was a fantastic team. Greg Taylor became England boss after that. Joe Venglos was there, Big Ron. Wi-Fi's rubbish here. I didn't look that up, I just remember it, I'm afraid. Good European campaign then. Would have been Banneker Strava, beat them. Beat Inter Milan at home, that was fabulous, lost them away. Ah, heady days. Can't remember what I had for breakfast, but remember that from a year or two ago. Nataya Muniasamy of India, she'll remember today, 68, 70, and going now for 72 in a clean sweep. And this for another lifetime best in what's been a really brilliant competition for her so far. Third and final round, Nataya Muniasami going for 72. And getting it! 72, 70, 68. Nice scores there. What that also means, by the way, she takes the lead in the total lift ahead of Natasha Price. Price leads the Legends total and will do for quite a while because of the first round miss from the next lifter we're going to see. But Muniasami, she's done really, really well there for India. From Chennai, and all going according to plan. Lin Ya Zhuan for Chinese Taipei. So one lift at 74, missed this. Successful then at the second attempt and going now for 79. She is in the Legends competition. She's 49 now. And because of that miss at 74, means Natasha Price is ahead of her in the Legends total lift. Nara Gomes going in that in Group B, and nobody else. So that's at least a silver for Natasha Price in the Legends total lift at these World Championships, and at least a bronze. And for Lin Ya Zhuan, silver at least. But we'll see what happens later on in this, in the next group. Lin Ya Zhuan for 79. Oh, got a bit stuck there. Let's see if they were happy enough with it. Yeah, 2-1. She just about kept it moving. Hadn't dropped back. And it still showed enough control. A right side referee wasn't as convinced, the other two were. So that's all good. She gets 79. She leads the Legends competition ahead of Natasha Price, going to 67. Good work that was. And yeah, just got a bit stuck there. Now, you don't get chalked down. Well, you do from one referee, but you don't generally get chalked down if you're stuck there for a second. Didn't roll back, got it up, got the lift. Niamh Buckley did that in the last round. Now, she is 2 for 2 so far. 74, 78, a new lifetime best, and going here for 80. And this would give her the lead in the total lift. And she would stay in the medals for that going into Group B. There's two others with heavier lifts who could execute that. Here's a heavy one. So 77 was a winning lift for the world title last Friday in the next gen. This for 80 to elevate her. She would actually overtake Lin and go fourth. So Niamh Buckley for 80 for Ireland for another lifetime best. Now let's see if she gets the nod in the same way as the previous lift did. No, she doesn't, I'm afraid. It's the stop sequence as it happens. Press voted okay, but the stop not. She got stuck a little bit in the way, kept it moving, but by that stage it had already been voted down. She only had one vote against her on the press. That was from the left side referee. All three on the stop. So the story we don't see. Yeah, she's shaking her head there because she knows she got it wrong. Yeah, needed more, needed more. She knew. Well, she gets another attempt to put that right, but it's not today. It's not this week. When you know, you know. She did. So Kiryu, 81, looking for a clean bill of health herself. She's got her 2 up already. So Kiryu 81, having already cleared 75 and 78. One lifetime best already, looking for another one. Ah, no, she's got stuck. That's not going to work. That's the press sequence. Incomplete. Well, it was a lifetime best attempt, so if it's going to happen, it's going to happen with that. Well, that's the way it goes, I'm afraid. So Zara Dadashova of Azerbaijan going here for 86, which she missed last time. Stop sequence went wrong, barely brushed it, so well, she'll hope better luck this time. Dadashova 3 out of 3, superb. Now that's the way to do it. Stop sequence perfectly fine, and the issues of the second round sorted out now. And joyously for Zara Dadashova. Excellently done. Oh, there you go. Relief. Well, at least with the stop sequence, she got another chance. Garza's now, she's got 87 and 90. This for 93. And this to overtake Nitya Muniswamy of India in the total lift lead. Well, she's got everything in so far. Her lifetime best is 94. That from Santiago a couple of months ago, and that in finishing fourth as well, by the way. So 93, and she's happy with it. She really stormed through that lift, but it's a good lift. She's got all three in. It's 1 kilo off that lifetime best. 270 is a whopping lead in the total lift, but obviously with 2 groups to go, it is possible. But it's asking quite a bit.
For her third attempt representing Russia,
So what a go, and this is the woman who could be leading the total lift for quite a bit. Larissa Beryeva of Russia. This for 95. This to get all her lifts in, and this to take the lead by 5. So 95 for Beryeva. Driving on a bit and did okay. Kept it moving. And that'll do it. 3 white lights for Larissa Beryeva. Sweeps the board up to 95, and her total lift now is 275. So Beryeva in front by 2 kilos, ahead of Naida Garces, 93. Zara Dadashova third for Azerbaijan and 86. Linya, who's on in the end, she got past her early issues. She's fourth and 79. Total lift being led by Beryeva, 275. Garces second on 270. And it is Nitya Muniswamy of India third on 210, and in the Legends competition, Linya was on leading that on 79. Natasha Price second on 67. I'll do that again. Lynn 79, Price 67, and in terms of the total lift, it's reversed. Price 195 and Lynn 153, and there's only one other competitor coming in it, so they are both going to be on the podium in the Legends competition in this World Championship, as Nara Gomes will be next to go in that. She's next to go here. She's among those emerging, along with Pravečka Puciak of Poland and the rest of them. Group B is imminent, and we're going to meet all the athletes for that right now. Few interesting names in this group as well. Emanuela Romano of Italy, Nara Gomes of Brazil, Paulina Pravečka Puciak of Poland. A couple for home nation Egypt as well. Alim Soliman, Sabah Abdel Fattah Ahmed, both for Egypt. And there are a few others as well. We'll see Michelle Yagwe of Ecuador, Awa Uatara of Cote d'Ivoire, Gauhar Omonizakova of Kazakhstan too.
Yeah. I only got one question, so is that all you got? You go big or stronger, you push harder, is that all you got? You climb higher, faster, so is that all you got? You put your best in the rest in, no resting, is that all you got? So you a victor, I only got one question, so is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now, so is that all you got? Take a look at you now.
So into Group B we go. Good names in this, I'll tell you. It's almost been a pattern of the week. So right, let's kick off with Russia and Marina Beketova, the world bronze medalist in 2021. Bronze in Tbilisi at the World Cup earlier in this year. Quite a few major championship medalists here in this Group B, which I think we've kind of got used to during the week. And her target here is 92. And this to go third for the time being. Beketova 92, and that is a good lift. It's 3 white lights for Russia. Well, that slips her up the standings quite well. Crashing into the top 3 for the moment. So now from Napoli and Italy, it is the European silver medalist, the America's Open champion, still from St. Louis a couple of years ago, Emanuela Romano. The former 50 freestyle world champion. Moved across to this sport very well. Introduced to this sport by her old swimming coach, so that was a nice move. Thank you very much, sir. 94 for Romano. Always a great campaigner, always. Great watching her compete. And she is a competitor. 6th in Paris as well in the Paralympic Games. Punching through at 94, Romano. That's a good lift. Excellent. Romano doing a very, very solid, decent job.
The bar is now loaded for her first attempt representing Brazil, Gomez.
So that has her high up in the standings. And looking to progress even further if she can. I mean, obviously out of Group B, you're looking at the total lift really as a better chance to succeed, but still there is a prospect. Next up, Brazil, Nara Gomez. silver in the America's Championship in St. Louis and bronze before that in Bogota. Won gold in the Fazar World Cup in Dubai, Christmas 2022. Chances here from 95 for Brazil. And she is in the Legends competition here, so worth keeping an eye out. There's a couple of athletes who'll be watching her closer than most. From Natal, and 9th in that World Championships appearance a couple of years ago in Dubai. Yup, 3 out of 3. Well, she took it steady, concentrated, succeeded. Nara Gomes up to 95. Quality. Now she kept her head. That was the main thing. Quality. Next to go, a woman now competing in her 6th World Championship for Poland. World Ability Sport champion 2 years ago from Bydgoszcz. Great sporting city. It is Paulina Bravecka-Puciak. National coach Mario Sowiwa there as usual. Up and up and up from Paulina for 96. And it's a good lift. 3 out of 3. The twice European bronze medalist in the last 2 outings at Berck-sur-Mer and in Belisian prior to that, silver in Eger in 2015. Her first World Championship, she finished 4th in it. Top 10 would be nice today. That was really excellent from Paulina. We'll go to Ecuador, Michelle Oyage. Ninth in Tbilisi at the World Cup last year in a most recent big international. It was in the 61 kilo final won by Onyechi Mark, a Pan Am bronze medalist from 2 years ago in Santiago. 5th in the Americas competition in St. Louis. So Michelle with a chance here. She's still 26. 88 she lifted at the Pan Ams in this 61 kilo final. Ana Pinto with the gold and Miriam Aguilar the silver. So 96 for Michelle Oyage. So Could be a lifetime best. Got it as well. 3 out of 3. Progressing brilliantly right now. We've not had a miss yet. That's the latest. Oyage slotting in behind Paulina Porovecka-Puciak. Next up, Côte d'Ivoire, Awa Ouattara. And she's aiming for 97 in the lead. Seventh in the Tbilisi World Cup in a most recent international competition. That was in the 55 kilo final, so down a notch for the African bronze medalist from across town 3 years ago. Lifted 96 in Tbilisi, 95 in Sharm el Sheikh. Finished 4th in that, that was good. 96 the lifetime best, so there's to add 1 to it. Ouattara ready. Quite a bit of time on her side as well. So 97 for Ouattara. Took her time on the way up, struggled a little bit with it, but was fighting the bar well. Kept it moving, kept it static, that's fine. It's 2-1 in her favour. And that is a good lift for her. Just a 1 vote against her from the centre referee, but she's fine there and succeeds. And that is a good lift for her. Now she moves up and she's in the lead. Awa Ouattara for Côte d'Ivoire. So now, for Kazakhstan, it's Gauhar Omarzakova, who finished 14th in the World Championships 4 years ago in Tbilisi. She didn't compete in the previous ones in Dubai, and she was 11th in the European Open Championships 2022 in Tbilisi, based in Aktau on the coast. Aiming here for a lead of joint lead of 97. She would slot in behind Awa Ouattara, and that was it. And Omarzakova, good lift, 2-1 in her favour, gets it. No misses yet in this opening round. Works for the government, for citizens, and at the moment working for herself very well in this competition. Well, that's good and positive from her point of view. And to wrap up the opening round, we'll have two lifters from Egypt. Here's the first of them, Amil Soliman, who finished 14th in Sharm el Sheikh at the World Cup last year. So, Amil. Here's the lift for 100, and this would be useful. Now, she lifted 102 in Sharm el Sheikh, and Amil Soliman has got a good lift here. That's 2-1 in her favour. That's good, really strong lifting. So she's close to her lifetime best. Actually, had a great competition in Sharm. She won the bronze medal there in her international debut, as there were actually a few with the same surname competing with that, but Amil herself, she was third in that, and she leads this here, and that was very, very useful indeed, both there and here. Next up, again for Egypt, it is Saba Mohammed Abdel Fattah Ahmed, and she is going for 100 also. Gold in Acapulco in the World Cup there last year, bronze in Sharm el Sheikh. The reigning African champion. Lifted 94 there. Brilliant World Cup results, brilliant African result. Husband has been coaching her, Mohammed Ibrahim. Shaka. 100. She too has gone to 102 in her day. Didn't need to go that far to win the gold in Acapulco last year, but 100 at a World Championships is always useful, and that is a good lift. So she slots in alongside Amil Soliman on 100. Soliman 1, Abdel Fattah 2, Egypt 1 and 2. It is Group B, but all of the lifting has been wonderful and precise in this group so far. Marina is back for Russia. Marina Beketova, bronze in her most recent World Championships. So Beketova, 96. Already lifted 92 here. A solid effort and a good effort. Well, she rises up the standings nicely. She's got her first 2 attempts in. Now in terms of Group A, well, they're starting at 113, or that's where they're supposed to be starting with Shebrioni later on, but you know yourself, they'll have a rethink about it between now and then, maybe. But at the moment, Beketova moved up to 7th position. And there's openings in the total lift for everybody here so far. Total lift currently being led by Larissa Bereyeva of Russia, 275. So now back on for Poland. This is Paulina Prawecka-Puciak, 4th in the world previously. 3 European medals in a row, silver and 2 bronzes. .98 for Prawecka-Puciak then, and this would send her up to 3rd for the moment and would keep her very much alive in terms of the big total lift. Up, 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 up! Steadily done, but it's 2-1 against. Now it's no lift for different reasons from the 2 side referees. And they haven't given it a stop and press being the case.
The bar is now open for her second attempt.
No joy then. Yeah, press halted a bit. She was fighting the bar. Couldn't get that one through. Here's a woman with lots of success to her name. Emanuela Romano for Italy, the America's Open champion, and it was silver in the Europeans 3 years ago in Tbilisi. Well, she's aiming here for 98. That's the mark that she hit in the World Cup in Dubai last year. Done it a couple of times. Also at the Fazar World Cup at the start of last year. That is her lifetime best. And that is what she's aiming for now. So 98 for Romano. Well, now she's pushed that up okay. Stop sequence all right, was it? It's 2-1 against. And it was the stop sequence that's gone against it. And actually one on the press too. From our angle on the right, the stop sequence didn't look as if she'd made a massive amount of contact, I'm afraid. Doesn't get it. Misses out 2-1. That's a couple of misses now for Prawecka-Puciak and also for Romano. Right, Kazakhstan, and it is Gauhar Omirzakova from Akhtar. 99 is a target. Well, she's pushed that up for 99, and this would put her into third place, and that's what's happened. It's 2-1 in her favour. It's a good lift. And she slots in behind Amil Soliman and Sabah Abdel Fattah Ahmed of Egypt. That has her moving on, just a kilo off the top. And Romano, by the way, I can tell you it's come through to us now. Right side referee stop sequence. That's the angle that we have with the naked eye. And certainly the stop sequence didn't look right from this angle. And on the left side, it was the press sequence from the left side referee. And it was 2-1 against for Romano, different reasons. That was a couple of lifts ago. Awa Utara going for 100. So in the opening round she lifted 97, that a lifetime best by 1, and this 100 now for the African Championship bronze medalist. So there'd be a bit of congestion at the top. Amel Soliman and Sabah Abdel Fattah Ahmed are already on 100. Utara would hit 100. That would put her third. And Mozakova on 99. Can she make it? Big lifetime best attempt, but she's got stuck on the way. Lots of encouragement. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for her this time. And it's not going to be a lift for her. Just wasn't going to make any further progress, about halfway up. No success for that time, bit of anguish. Well, we'll see if it's thumbs up for Ecuador. For Michelle Oyagwe. She got 96 in the opening round, so this is for 100. And this would put her third. Same mark as Soliman and Abdel Fattah, but behind them in the queue. Pan Am bronze medalist. So, still medals to be aimed for by her. So 100 for Michelle Oyagwe here. 4 kilos on top of her previous mark. And punching through and getting it raised by Oh yeah, great. And that is a good lift. 3 figures as she gets the lift of the day. And for her, the lift of her life. It's 7 kilos on top of her previous lifetime best coming in today. She's broken it twice. 96 first, and now 100. Still got 3 to go in this round, and Nara Gomez is the first of those. The America's silver medalist. Already successful with 95, this for 101, and this definitely would be the lead. Bronze in Santiago a few weeks ago. And that was with a lift of 96. Went to 98 for Brazilian Championship silver last year. That was in December. Ninth in the World Champs. This would be a lifetime best attempt and her first beyond 100. 101, Nara Gomez. Of punching up through, well, got it raised excellently. And how clean was it? Clean enough, 2 to 1 in her favour. Good lift. Nara Gomez gets it. She gets the lead. She gets the lifetime best too. And she is in front. Very well played. It was the stop sequence on the right side referee, by the way, that she got voted down on, but fine the other 2 angles. I suppose you can see there why the referee from that angle would have voted it down, but she got it. So 2 to go in this middle round. And it's Amil Soliman for Egypt, who's already cleared 100, and this for 102. So she lifted 102 and claiming that bronze at Sharm el Sheikh last year. So this would match her lifetime best. Well, she's punched through at 102 to try and do it again. She's done it! 2 to 1 in her favour. Soliman makes it happen again. She overtakes Nara Gomez by 1. Gomez leading the Legends category, by the way. Now she's on 101. Second, Lin Ya Zhan. Silver for her on 79. And Natasha Price. Bronze for Australia on 67. And Price had been leading the Legends lift on 195. Gomez has overtaken her now, 196. So it's silver and a bronze for Natasha Price. And silver and a bronze for Lynn as well. Because Nara Gomez has now won both Legends competitions. She's won the best lift and the total lift. Second attempt for Egypt and Sabah Mohammed Abdel Fattah Ahmed. 103 having cleared 100 already. There's no Amalia Perez, by the way. So 103 to add 3 onto the tally. And she's punched through very well. Solid and smooth and successful for Abdel Fattah for 103. So she's out in front by 1 kilo. 6 have got both their lifts in this group. Misses for Romano, Pevechka Pusiak and Uataro in the second round as we go into round 3, but that was a solid run, and because she missed out at 98 in the previous round, Paulina is back. Paulina Pevechka Pusiak for 98. So 98 again, having missed it in the previous round. Pushed on through. Two and against, and again it is both the press and the stop that has gone against. No, I'll tell you what, it's the press sequence of the left side referee. It is the body sequence on the right side referee in this occasion. So Pevechka Pusiak again is denied for differing reasons. She's going to finish down the way. It's going to be a low finish for her in these World Championships this time. Now, having missed out on 98 in the middle round herself, Emanuela Romano is back for 100, and this would be a lifetime best. She's achieved 98 twice previously. And 94 was good for the European silver medalist, 6 in the Paralympics. She's only come into the sport in the last 4 years. It just feels like she's been doing this for a very long time, but not the case. Made to mark elsewhere first. A 100 then for Romano. Every effort from here on in will be 3 figures. Not going for 100 here. Romano ready. Here she comes. So a bit of an interruption on the way. stop sequence. She got voted down for it anyway. Irrespective of what happened later on, all three voting her down on that. And she does not succeed. And on the press, it was just the left side referee. Did interrupt, but wasn't considered to have fouled the bar on the way up. So it's the stop, not enough on the stop. And then just halted. She was it's okay, it didn't come back down, and it was temporary. It was a bit of a jolt up, but only one vote down on that. They'd all voted her down on the stop, and you can see why. 94 she ends up on, and she too, like Paulina Parovetsku-Puciak, is going to finish down the field. Côte d'Ivoire now. Awa Urtara, 97 she got already, missed 100 in the previous round. What about now? Tara for the 100, having missed this in the previous round. And for the shopping to finally be fixed, she can begin. Still got 35 seconds. African bronze medalist. She's taking her time with it. Now she can approach it. Steady does it. And gets it. 2-1. And that's a lifetime best again by 4 from the morning. Excellent lift. Was tremendous. That's 2 lifetime bests in the day that she's managed to achieve. Then Marina Beketova for Russia, aiming for 100 as well. And she would be the first to get all 3 lifts in this group, to overtake her teammate Larissa Barieva in the total lift. European bronze medalist. This for the 100. Well, she got it there in the end. Kept it moving, did she? Oh, it's 2 and against. And no joy. 2-1 against. Almost made it. Different reasons for that. Press sequence from the left side referee, stop sequence from the right. So she's not given it, and she too is denied. So now for Kazakhstan, it is Gauhar Omirzakova. 11th in the European Open 3 years ago. That her best international result. Now 14th in the Worlds a couple of years ago. This helps a bit if she gets it. Would put her along with Soliman. And we'll put her third. And at worst it would be 12th. At worst. Still a chance of a top 10 finish. Needs to get that right and make the lift obvious. Omirzakova a 102. She did do to the one in her favour. She's got it. It was the body sequence on the right side referee against her, but she's okay. She got all of her lifts in and she leads now the total lift on 298 for Kazakhstan. There's still 5 more who can take that spot above her. That's really great from her point of view. Omirzakova going through the 3. That's a huge lifetime best. It was 81 as listed coming into this, and now she's added 21 onto it, presumably in local or domestic competition. That's not been recorded from our point of view. She went higher than that, but she's certainly blitzed it this morning. Let's move on to Naira Gomes for Brazil. 103 is her target now, having hit 95 and 101. The America's silver and bronze medalists over the last 2 championships, aiming for a little bit more. '96 in Santiago and 98 in the Brazilian Championships. That had been her previous lifetime best. It's 101 now after the effort in the previous round. Naira Gomes. Coming on the way for 103, and that is a steady lift on the way up. And she's got it. Another lifetime best. 3 white and Naira Gomes goes to 299. She leads the total lift by 1. It has been a glorious morning for her. And Naira Gomes made that work gloriously. That was exceptional. Well, let's see if Michelle Oyake can keep pace with all this. She too has got her first couple of lifts in. Now aiming high herself, well into 3 figures. 104 for Iyake is the target now. For Ecuador, Iyake, the Pan Am bronze medalist. Again, it's a big target. .104. Yeah, great. For Ecuador, hitting the top with it. And that's a good lift as well. Oh, 3 out of 3 for Michelle Iyake as well. And she goes to 300. She leads the main competition. She leads the total lift by 1 from Naira Gomez. No limits for her so far. Just perfect, kept the control, got the result, and the light that followed. And it's a lifetime best by a long way. It was 93 coming into it, it's 104 now. Great for Iyake, great for Gomez before her. As we move on to the last two, Amel Soliman, first to go, 106, so a new lifetime best being targeted here. .106 the target for Soliman to add 4 onto the lifetime best she matched in the previous round to take the lead in this and in the total lift as well. Soliman going strong. Has she made it? Got the push through, and we'll be going to the flags here. So here they come. The flags are white. 2-1 in her favour. It is a good lift for Amel Soliman. She's got everything. Up to 106, new lifetime best. 308 the total lift. She leads that. We've had 5 now who've got all their lifts in. One more to follow. Sabah Mohammed Abdel Fattah Ahmed for Egypt is on the way now, going for 107. It's the same story. She would lead the competition going into Group A and the total lift going into Group A. That's the target. So Abdel Fattah, the African champion, doing so, lifting 94. She's gone way beyond that now. What more awaits? .107 is certainly well in advance of her previous mark coming into this. Oh, she didn't get stuck at all. She's had a fantastic morning. And is that another lifetime best? No, not this time. It's 2-1 against on the stop sequence. The press fine. The stop not. And so, she loses a bit of ground. She's third at the end of this group. She ends on 103. Well, well, well. Now, we're not going to know much from the previous angle. It's this one. The stop needed more contact, and obviously more. Not enough, you get voted down. Too much of a bounce up, you get voted down, and that's what happened to her. So at the end of Group B, it is Aimel Soliman who leads the way on 106 for Egypt. Michelle Oyake of Ecuador, second on 104, and Sabah Mohamed Abdel Fattah Ahmed in third for Egypt on 103. Nara Gomez hit that mark as well, but a round later, so she is fourth. And in terms of the total lift, it's Soliman who leads on 308, Oyake second on 300, Gomez third on 299, and Omarazakova fourth on 298. And Nara Gomez, she has won both the Legends main competition and the total lift. Silver in the Legends total. That is Natasha Price of Australia. Bronze in that going to Lynn Wuzon. And in the main Legends competition, Lynn the silver, Natasha Price the bronze. Those are the main scores on the doors then. Soliman in front, Oyagwe currently second, Abdel Fattah third, and in exactly 10 minutes time we'll have Group A. Stay with us.
Representing Brazil, Laia Cristina da Silva Guimarães. Representing Brazil, Ana Paula Gonçalves Marquez. Representing Morocco, Najat El Gadwa. Representing Nigeria, Franca Annie Gopu. Representing the People's Republic of China, Xia Shen. Representing Nigeria, Ifeoluwa Maliki. Representing Uzbekistan, Muslimah Nuri Dinova. And representing Marcel Ahmed. Your athletes in the 61-kilogram category, Group A. Technical officials and spoilers, please enter the field of wood. Spotholders, lower bar to 105 kilograms or athletes welcome.
Yeah. Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
Lots of movement in that Group B. What happens next in Group A? The medals to be decided now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
So now Laura da Silva for Brazil. And in Santiago at the World Cup there a few weeks ago, she finished second. She lifted 105. Title won by Camila Campos, who we're not seeing in this. Bronze in the Brazilian Championship in December, lifting 110. 13th in the World Championships 2 years ago. She's picked up a bit since then. That was in the 73 kilo final as well. She was lifting up to 101. That was her first major championship. And she's jumped down a couple of weight divisions since then. So at 67 kilos she lifted 110. And having gone down another weight, she lifted 105 here. So 105 is the lifetime best at this weight, but she's gone heavier. Just a note, 105. Got it. She goes second behind Emil Soliman's 106. So that, a very good start for Laura da Silva. Nice quality at a reasonably, relatively new weight from her viewpoint. Well, next up and staying with Brazil, lifting 103 in taking the Brazilian title at this weight. In December, ahead of the woman we've just seen, it's Ana Paula Gonçalves, who finished 8th in the Paris Paralympic Games in this final, lifting 105 in that. Finished 5th in Tbilisi at the World Cup there last year. So she did the Pan Am bronze medalist, 7th in the last World Championship. So some tidy results. She was 5th in Tbilisi in that World Cup a year ago. It's pretty much an annual event now. A good bronze in the Pan Am Championships and subsequently 4th in the Fazar World Cup last year. And this for 106. And that's a lifetime best for her. And Brazil are on the charge in this final. Some great lifting going on here. And still more to come.
The bar is now loaded for her first attempt representing Indonesia.
No fault on that. All three referees giving that. We're back to our Group C referees for the A group. So now a woman who we saw for the first time on a global basis at the last World Championships 2 years ago, Shabrioni for Indonesia. She finished 10th in that. In Dubai at Al Habtoor City, and she lifted 101 there. Prior to that, she won gold in the Tbilisi World Cup. That was 2023, lifting 107. But that was a weight division up. She is the ASEAN Para Games champion. That from the August time of 2022, and again a division up. 4th in the Asian Games in Hangzhou. lifting 103. So she's got form, she's got a big chance here. 110 for a big lift. No matter what the weight division, it's a lifetime best. She has to go high. This to give her a chance for the medals, no doubt about it, because the 120s would do it. 110 so far is doing it for Cipriani, and she's in the lead. This 61 kilo final is hotting up. Superb. Satisfied. And more. Cracking lift. So now Muslima Nuridinova, the Asian Games silver medalist, 7th in the last World Championships. The former Asian Youth Games champion, going back to 2017, and part of a, as usual, massively talented Uzbekistan squad. She's finished 5th in the last 2 Asia Oceania Championships, so that's something to aim for next year in Bangkok. So some very useful medals in her career. Still only 27. Nuridinova, who lifted 115 in getting victory in Beijing in the brilliant World Cup there a few months ago. Had over 200 competing in that, which I think was over 2.5 times what they were expecting in the end. Nuridinova, 116, well lifted. Well done. 3 white lights. And in front, well, her first target was apparently going to be 126, but as you will well know, a lot of the original targets, they get changed. No change to her class right now. That was well played. So now, woman who finished 4th in the Paralympic Games in this 61 kilo final, she missed out on a medal by 6 kilos behind the bronze medalist Amalia Perez, as Onyenyechi Mark took the gold and Tui Jianjin the silver, Perez the bronze. Najat El Gharav of Morocco, gold in the Pattaya World Cup last year. Silver in Sharm el Sheikh. Good successes in the World Cup circuit. She lifted 120 actually in Sharm a year ago. Moving over strongly in that. 4th in the last World Championships. What about this time for Najat El Gharav? Looking to get the consistency up. It's 2 and against on the stop sequence. The press fine, but the stop was a different story, and she is the first miss, and it comes quite early on in this Group A. So that's one angle to view from, and from the center it'll look fine. This is the angle. Oh, needed more than that. And the refs watching from the side said no. So Alcaraz finishing 4th in the last two global finals. We go on. Chen Xijia for China. Aiming for 120, aiming big on her international debut. They just keep finding talent. She's 24 and she's a big chance. She's a big danger to everyone else. Good lift. She leads. And China only tend to enter athletes who will do big things, and she is doing big things, and she leads on her debut. 120. Introducing Chen Xijia. And what an introduction. Well, we move on to Nigeria and Franca Anigbogu, who's going for 1, 2, 3. The only previous time we have seen her compete was in Abuja in 2020. It was February 2020, so it was a different place and time, and it was bronze and it was 105. She's come through the national trials, and they were some national trials. Going big, this will be a official lifetime best of 1, 2, 3 attempt. She was named in the team to compete in Santiago. Nigeria were sending a team there, and evidently something happened because they've not shown up in the results in that. So 123. Franca Anigbogu. And this to go in front with 2 to lift after her. So she's got it up there. And at 1, 2, 3, Anigbogu is our leader. Her championship debut comes at the age of 40 and she's in gold. 2 to go. 1 more from Nigeria. And she's out in front. Quite a lift. Well, that was very much faultless from her in the end. So she's got that. Very good from Anigbogu. Bronze in that competition in Abuja in 2020. And there was a silver for this woman. It's her championship debut as well. Ife Oluwa Alake is going for 1, 2, 4. And again, a championship debut. Last competed internationally 5 years ago. Just like our leader, Anna Bogu. It was also silver in Lagos the year before for her. So silver in her 2 international events, both dating very much from a different time. So Nigeria could have 2 spots for now on the podium if she gets this. 1-2-4, and it's a lifetime best attempt. Alake for Nigeria gets it as well. 2-1 in her favour. Left side referee voted her down, but she's got it. Alake 1 and Abogu 2 in their first championship. Well, this is immense, isn't it? They both grabbed it, they both got it, and they are taking their chance with both hands. So Nigeria dominating the scoreboard, but now it is Egypt's turn. The 55 kilo Paralympic champion Rehab Ahmed comes now. Aiming for 125. The reigning African world and Paralympic champion. That was her first ever Paralympic crown, coming in Paris after 2 silvers. Back-to-back African champion coming in Algiers and in Cairo 3 years ago at the 6th of October City, and lots of World Cup wins, including Sharm el Sheikh last year. And realistically, she is the one that they have to beat. The woman from Cairo with the Telecom Egypt club. 125 for Ahmed. Hitting the heights, hitting the top, she leads! 125. And Ahmed is away and clear. Egypt 1, Nigeria 2, Nigeria 3. The early pattern is set in the final. She holds all the possible crowns that she could hold. And she wants another world title. She's won 4 in a row. She's in no mood for it to stop right now. Back to the start, round 2. Lara da Silva got 105. This is 107. Her second championship, Lara da Silva down the pack 2 years ago in Dubai. But that silver in Santiago looks to have been a real career changer, plus those really strong domestic appearances. So 105, remember, was her lifetime best, and she's equalled it. 110 in Sao Paulo in December. That's the big mark. That was for bronze even. So Lara Da Silva on the way. This for 107. Stop sequence, 2-1 against. So doesn't get that at all. And that is a problem. So, sir, bit of a halt to her progress. And Lara Da Silva is going to have a bit of a think with all the various top coaches that they have. Lara Da Silva misses out. Time for Ana Paula Gonçalves. Her results have been on the way up, 7th in the last Worlds, 8th of the Paralympic Games, but she only broke through in the second half of 2022, by which stage the America's Championships were over. Bronze at the Pan Ams, a great result there, and a great prospect next year for the America's Championship in Santiago. Gonçalves 110. It's 2-1 against, and different reasons. Press sequence and stop. Right. Well, she misses out. Ana Paula Gonçalves, Lara Da Silva were on the charge for Brazil, but now they're halted. And that's, for them, a slight problem. Shebrioni for Indonesia, 110 she got in the opening round, 115 her target now, and this would not elevate her any higher beyond 6 where she already is. It would give her a big help in terms of the total lift, incidentally, where the total lift is being led by Amil Soliman 308. Worth remembering for later for Egypt. So Shebrioni 115. Oh no. Doesn't get it. That's a whopping effort from Shebrioni. I'm not sure if that's the point when her competition can get no further. Shebrioni's previous best lift coming in Belize of 107. That was 8 on top of that. She's already got a lifetime best today in the previous round of 110. Maybe that's too much, we'll see. Maybe it just caught her unawares. Wait and see. Wait and see. But so far, no gains from anyone in this second round of the 3. 118 for Uzbekistan. The Asian Games silver in Hangzhou 2 years ago, 5th in the last 2 Asia Oceania Championships. So when Bangkok comes around next April, it's going to be interesting to see. Pushing up strongly. Yep, 2 kilos added on, so she stays 5th. There's a bit of a gap between the current top 4 and the rest. Nurdinova has bridged it a little bit. On we go to a woman who had the heaviest miss in the previous round. And that is Najat El Ghara. Fourth in the World Championships, 4th in the Paralympic Games. What can she pull off here? 120. Well, she's driven through well, just had to get that stop sequence right and get the press under control, and that is a good lift for Najat El Ghara. 120. And she goes 5th. Great lift. Good quality lift from the Moroccan. Now, 3 of the top 4 are international debutants, never mind championship debutants. It's Chen Sijia for China, 1, 2, 5. Chen Sijia is 24. Ifeoluwa Alake is 25. Around this range, life might be about to change for everybody else. Chen in, and this to match Rahab Ahmed's lead marker 125. It would put his second, Ahmed there first. It's Chen, it's in, and she's got it, 125. And China are at the party now. A very secure lift, and she is gold hunting without any doubt at all. So now, Franca Anipoku for Nigeria. She got 123, going for 126 now. One, 2, 6, and this is for the lead. There is nothing easy in this game, but when you've a few new names coming in who are tilting for a big fight, looking for medals and looking for the big crown, makes it harder still. So 126 lifetime best on Abogu for the lead. Up it goes. She's at the top. Does she get past everybody? And Abogu is our leader for Nigeria. 126. And it's heating up. We're still a bit away from the world record set by Onyeyeti Mark last year in Paris of 150 at the Paralympics, but this is prime competition. And there are 4 well capable of the gold. They would estimate a 5-way fight for the medals, but 4 of them could win this. And this is another of them. Ifeoluwa Olakwe of Nigeria going for 127 here. This is for a lifetime best also. So 127, and this to lead by 1. It would be Nigeria 1-2 with 1 to go. But what a 1 to go. So it's Alake. No. Too much this time. And that is a significant miss. She is 4th. Chen Xijia 3rd for China. Rhea Ahmed 2nd. About to go now. And Franca Anipoku of Nigeria leading on 126. Totally lost control there. 3 kilos on top of her previous mark, but that may be the point. Just look at this, where it's a bit too much. And yeah, the spotter load is in straight away, and that was sharp. Rhea Ahmed, 125. She's in the silver medal position. This for 131. For the lead again. So 1-2-1 for her Paralympic gold. 1-3-5 to win the World Cup in Tbilisi last year. A few regular lifts in the 130s. Not regular, but she's done it 3 or 4 times in her career. And she really will have to do it now. 131. This basically to put the foot in the accelerator and drive off. And telling Anabogu and Chen and Alake, you able to keep up? But she needs to get it. Rhea Ahmed, she's lifted at 131, and Ahmed nails it! 131 for Egypt. Can the rest keep up with that? She's on the brink of a 5th world title. The African world and Paralympic champion has gone into overdrive. She had a long wait to get her first Paralympic crown last year in Paris after a couple of silvers in Rio and in Tokyo. At the Worlds, she's been a golden girl, and she's in front. Final round incoming in Cairo. Final round, and it is Lara de Silva Guimarães who will give this a go. The Paulista. Lara Guimarães coming now. So Guimarães at 107. Missed it last time. Coming in at it now. That's it! 3 white lights. It's a new lifetime best for Lara Guimarães. Good successful lift, 107. And she has made that work. Took a bit of an effort. She's in the game at the age of 29. She turns 30 in a few weeks' time. Happy birthday. Lara Guimarães is in. But no separating her and her teammate, Ana Paula Gonçalves. $110 for Ana Paula here. Eighth in the Paralympics and 7th in the Worlds last time out, and this to go 8th in the world, and that would be her lot. She will finish 8th if she gets this. If not, she finishes 9th. Got it! Ana Paula Gonçalves is 8th in the world this time. 2 Brazilians in this final group missed their lift, and it cost them a bit of progress, but it is lifetime best for them both. Every little helps. Laura Gomalish finishes in 9th, and Paula Gonçalves Marquez in 8th. Goodbye, Ana Paula Gonçalves. So that's the Brazilian interest sated. They'd have obviously been angling for a higher finish, but Ana Paula Gonçalves 8th and Lyra Guimaraes 9th. Here's Sheprioni. She's gunning for 1:15 as well, and she finishes 7th no matter what. .33 now, a lot to aim for. The Southeast Asian Games champion in 2022, and that's coming up at the start of next year. $115 for Sheprioni. Still a bit of time on the clock, 45 seconds. Sheprioni with a chance to go for it now. Stuck, just like last time, I'm afraid. She went too high, that's life. Clocks out at 1:10, which is a new lifetime best. So she got her first one in, the lift of her life. 5 kilos added on, showing a bit of ambition. Now, even without them, she still finishes in the same spot of 7th place. There's a bit of a gap between her and the top 6. And that's the way it goes. She finishes 7th in the world. And Sheprioni, it is an improvement of 3 places and 9 kilos from the previous World Championships 2 years ago. And the next up that she can aim for, well, maybe she's going to the beach games next week in Mersin in Turkey. If not, then her next target will surely be the Southeast Asian Games, the ASEAN Para Games in Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand. That's in January. Muslima Nuruddinova, 118 done. 116 done. This is 119, and she's one of only 4 now in this group who can complete all of their lifts successfully. And if she gets this, this is the lead in the total lift. And if any of the top 3 in the competition have a miss, she's definitely in the podium. Nuruddinova back in the game with an Asian Para Games silver in Hangzhou 2 years ago. Nuruddinova, 119. Now she's got the press. What about the stop? 2-1 in her favour. She has been given it, and the right side referee, Jari Line, voted against her on the stop, and that's the angle that we have with the naked eye. So she got there. It looked fine from other angles, and she leads the total lift. But 6th, 353 is the total lift lead, and she got there. Five to go, and they are all looking for medals. Each and every one. First of all, Najat El Garra of Morocco. 126 is what she's aiming for. This to go into the bronze medal position and match Factor Anegbogu of Nigeria, who's in silver. She's already there. The African Championship silver medalist. Aiming for a world medal. 126. El Garra taking it steady. It's a good lift! El Garra goes into bronze for now. 2-1 in her favour. Voted down by our centre referee. But she made it. El Garra goes third, 126. Missed in the opening round, but she's there. Strong lifting by the Moroccan. Had finished fourth in the last World Championships and in the Paralympics. Her big chances now. She could still finish there again though. She could still finish fifth. But El Garra for now is in bronze and loving it. Four to go. Currently lying fifth for Nigeria. The championship debutant Ifeoluwa Alake. Missed 127 in the middle round. And the clock is ticking. And the clock can restart because it's been reset. Her mark to 128. Wow, now Alake is fifth and aiming with this for the silver medal. To go above her teammate currently in second. Factor Anegbogu and also Najat El Garra. El Garra's competition is now over. She's lifted 126. Be more accurate. Powerlift is not a consideration. She's 20 kilos off the African record, so that's off the table. El Garra ends there. Ahmed leading 131. Anegbogu second 126. El Garra third 126. Chen Sijia fourth on 125 and still to come. Alake fifth on 124. Missed 127 last time. It was too much. She has medalled in a couple of African-based World Cups, like Anegbogu. This is the real big time. And Alake going for 128. She's got that one raised. That was the problem last time. Alake's got over that hill. It's a good lift. And Ifeoluwa Alake goes into silver. Nigeria will win a medal, and it might be two. El Garra out of the medals, and it's fourth again for the Moroccan for a third straight major championship. Alake with a superb lift. 128. And 128 is also what Franca Anabogu of Nigeria is going for. So that means Alake stays second, and that means Alake definitely wins the medal. Anabogu goes third if she gets this, but it's not guaranteed a medal. What a finish here. Anabogu, who like Alake was on the podium 5 years ago in Abuja at the World Cup there, which was a pre-2020 Tokyo Paralympics event. It was February 2020. It happened. The 2020 Paralympics didn't. Not in 2020 anyway. Anabogu. This for 128. This to go up to bronze. Doesn't get it on the press. Led with the left, shoved the right up at the end. Voted down by all the referees on it. Not an even press on the way. So it's still Nigeria 2 and 3. That's important to say. Alake 2 and Anabogu 3. Despite that miss at 128, she does stay up there. And we've got 2 to go.
The bar is now loaded. For her third attempt representing the People's Republic of China, Xinjia Shen.
So right now we have got 3 championship debutants in the top 5. If this is successful, it'll be 3 in the top 4. But they're not all going to get a medal. Rahab Ahmed leading on 131. And this from Chen Xijia is 129. Rahab Ahmed is now a 5-time world champion. Chen is going for the silver. Alake currently in silver for Nigeria 128. And Anabogu for Nigeria 126 currently in bronze. But if this lift for Chen is successful, Anabogu is knocked out of the medals. El Gara in 4th again. Chen Xijia for China to go to silver, to win the silver. She would also lead the total lift with one final left in the entire competition to go. Chen Xijia for glory. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And Alake and Anabogu finished 2nd and 3rd for Nigeria on their championship debut. Rahab Ahmed of Egypt is the world champion for a 5th time. Chen finishes 5th. El Gara 4th. So much hanging on one lift. Chen going too high, 129. It had to be 129 because 128 would have only meant 4th. But she couldn't make it. What a competition. And again, so many stories leading out of it. But it's Rahab Ahmed, who's been here before, done it all, rinse and repeat. Her 5th world title, her 6th global success, going for 136 here. It's only Nuruddinova who has all in on the total lift, all 3 lifts in, so 353. She leads. Soliman currently silver in the total lift, and bronze, Michelle Oyage of Ecuador, who has a lot of interest in this lift. Rahab Ahmed 136. Successful at 125, successful at 131, and a bit like Bonnie Gustin in the men's competition for Malaysia. Had a big battle to get past big names, new names, but managed it. And they're both champion again. Rehab Ahmed, 136. It's a big moment, looking for another gold medal here to win both competitions. Ahmed, no lift, stop sequence. 2-1 against from the two side referees. Ahmed is the champion again though. It means that Muslima Nuruddinova wins the total lift in 353. Amil Soliman the silver 308, and Michel Ayage of Ecuador bronze in the total lift with 300. Ahmed the gold, Alake the silver for Nigeria, and Abogu the bronze for Nigeria. A competition where it was all happening. A few dramatic misses in the final round. And also worth pointing out that Najat El Garal with that 126 levelled what Anabogu had done with what ended up being a bronze medal lift, but because Alake went to 128, they were both overtaken. So much to reflect on this. So Ahmed wins the competition. A 5-time world champion, 131 for Egypt. Alake the silver for Nigeria, 128, and Abogu the bronze for Nigeria, 126. El Garar 4 for Morocco again. Chen Xijia 5th for China, the debutant, 125. All those marks for Nuruddinova, successful, winning her the total lift ahead of Amil Soliman of Egypt and Michel Ayage of Ecuador. In the Legends competition, gold Tanara Gomes of Brazil, the silver going to Lin Yahuzan of Chinese Taipei, and the bronze with the new Oceania record going to Natasha Price of Australia. And in the Legends total lift, Naira Gomez wins the gold in that. She actually finished 4th in the overall total lift as well. Silver to Natasha Price in the Legends total, and bronze goes to Lin Yahuzan. Victory ceremonies to follow.
It's time for the victory ceremony for the women's 61 kilogram category. Please, it's time for the victory ceremony for the women's 61 kilogram category.
No worries, there's more here.
gentlemen, it's time for the women's 61-kilogram category victory ceremony. Please welcome the medalists.
So victory time in the women's 61 kilo final. And the big ceremony for those. Cleopatra's there, I think.
Presented by Dr. Khaled Saeed, board member of the Egyptian Paralympic Committee.
Presenting the medals then, it's Dr. Khaled Samir, board member of the Egyptian Paralympic Committee. And new names continue to break through. Two championship debutants from Nigeria on the podium. The bronze going to Franca Anabogu, who lifted 126. Held off Najat El Garra of Morocco, who finishes fourth for a third consecutive global championship. Bronze for Anabogu and silver for a teammate Ifeoluwa Alake. And she went up to 128 in the final round. Missed 127 with her second attempt. Broke through and strongly. But one great name continues at the top. Rehab Ahmed of Egypt claims her fifth world title. 125 and 131. Missed 136. She would have won the total lift instead. But as it happens, she is the world champion. The world champion. Picking up gold number 5. Rehab Ahmed remains the reigning African world and Paralympic champion then for Egypt. So Egypt do it again through Rehab Ahmed. The total lift won by Muslima Nuruddinova of Uzbekistan with her 353 in total. The silver in that going to Amel Suleiman of Egypt, and the bronze to Michelle Oyage of Ecuador. And in the legends competition, gold there going to somebody. Nara Gomez of Brazil. She wins the legends competition. Silver going to Natasha Price of Australia, and bronze to Lin Yahuzan. And the total lift victory, that was Gomez overall for Brazil. Price the silver and Lin the bronze. More to come. The men's 49 kilo final begins in 70 minutes. We'll join you then. 70, 70.
Ah, okay.
17.
I was like, what?
Sorry, 17.
No,